Match number 35 of the Tata IPL 2024. It's finally a home game for the Delhi Capitals at the Arun Jaitly Stadium, welcoming themselves back to the home. And it's time they move on in terms of the points table as well. I have Kushang with me. Kushang, welcome to the show. It's the Delhi Capitals versus Sunrise Hyderabad. Hyderabad, the powerhouse of a team, but Delhi winning a big game against the Gujarat Titans last game. These two teams will fancy themselves for 2 points because they have the potentials to win this game.
Yeah, Delhi more so shocked me because the bowling came to the party. There is no doubt about it. Kuldeep Yadav's comeback was huge for the Delhi team, and he came in and delivered brilliantly. And with David Warner's injury, I feel it is a blessing in disguise. You've got Jake Fraser Mega opening now, and I think he's a brilliant player. Everyone was hoping to see him in the team. Where is he? Where is he? And now he's finally there. And I think it is all finally coming together for DC and looking good now.
Absolutely, and hopefully, as you said, blessing in disguise, but probably David Warner will be back for the Delhi Capitals today, and we might see Jake Fraser-Maguire once again slipping down to number three, which is also not a bad position. But this kind of a player doesn't even wait for one single delivery, goes bang bang from first ball. It's something very exciting to see very much. But we'll continue proceedings with Delhi Capitals and the Sunrise Hyderabad head to head. Kushank, here is the head-to-head between these two teams. 23 matches have been played, 11 for the Delhi Capitals, 12 for the Sunrise Hyderabad. What's your take on this one? 48 to 52%. Very neck to neck. Can Delhi make it 12 is to 12?
Given that they are playing at home, again, conditions might just be a bit slower, smaller ground as well. Anything can happen, and as I said, it is finally coming together for Delhi. The bowling lineup was never in doubt. The batting lineup was, and it is now looking a bit better in the last couple of games. So even though the Hyderabad team is it's just a powerhouse of a team, I remember the South African team playing at Delhi in the World Cup last
Yeah,
this season.
exactly. I was about to bring to that.
Heinrich Klaas and Aiden Markram, the way they played that game off, I mean, I'm expecting something similar from them. And it is just a power out of a batting lineup with Travis Head up top, and then you have someone like a Markram, Abhishek Sharma, Heinrich Klaas, and this does not end. And the bowlers have done considerably well as well to keep getting those 2 points for the team. So I think might just be an uphill task, but Delhi have found some form. It will be an exciting game.
It's going to be a cracking of a contest between bat and ball. SRH's powerhouse batting versus Delhi's very disciplined bowling attack, which is the Indian core, which is very good to see. But Arun Jaitly Stadium, we have seen Kushan, it's been changed to a belter, just like Ikana Stadium has turned out to be. The Women's Premier League also produced a lot of games about 180, 190. Now we are seeing totals of 270, 280, 300 is just around the corner. Sunrise Hyderabad can do that. But today's game, these two teams winning the toss will might just be looking into bowl first because the first game at the Arun Jaitly Stadium. It's time we straight away move on to the pitch report. Arun Jaitly Stadium, 84 matches have been played here, Kushang, and 37 games have been the team batting first. 46 times the team batting second have been victorious. So, Kushang, straight away, team winning the toss should definitely like to bowl first.
Yeah, but on a smaller ground like this, you would like to choose, and I'll throw DC under the bus a little bit, but those batting first wins have been contributed a lot by their batting order choking in the last couple of seasons here. So I think still a very, very good chasing ground. In my opinion, when the boundaries are smaller, and now, as you say, it will be a belter of a wicket, you would back yourself to chase anything down, like at the Chinnaswamy. So I feel no-brainer to just win the toss and bowl first and chase in this ground.
Absolutely, but in any total at this T20 venue, any venues right now is a pass score. Even a 220, 230 is not a pass score, to be very honest.
Yeah, but this has been a bizarre season to say the least because teams have stacked their batting lineups and they've just gone from ball number one. The new T20 template is well and truly here, and it is amazing to see some high scores being made and some of them being chased down as well. RR chased a brilliant score a few days ago. It has been an exciting season, and I'm looking forward to more of that. As I said, the last time I went to this ground was DC versus RCB, and I mean we got some 170, 180, which looked like a
Yeah,
slowish, but Delhi just thrashed us out of the park. So on
yeah.
a smaller ground, it does become easy to chase when you're trying to go from ball number one, and these both the teams have adopted that aggressive approach now, and I think it'll be a banger of a contest. I'm really, really looking forward to this one.
Okay, you're very much looking forward to this contest. We will see what happens today at 7 p.m. What does the captain do after winning the toss? But it's time we move on to the key learnings the teams made from the previous game. Starting with the home side with the Delhi Capitals. They thumped the Gujarat Titans at their own den the last game. As you said, the bowling clicked and a very low scoring contest, and they comfortably chased it down. All five Indian bowlers delivered. Rishabh Pant's wicket keeping skills was top class the previous game. I guess he got four dismissals under his name. And Jake Fraser McGurk, blistering batting at the top of the order. Which one out of these three impressed you the most in the previous game?
As I said, it is coming together for them. They were including Arun Jaitly in that bowling lineup, and he was going for plenty. I think common sense has prevailed. An all-Indian bowling lineup, not an issue, but it looks really, really threatening. Khalil up top has been brilliant. Kuldeep coming back is a huge plus, and Ishant hasn't bowled too badly either. Akshar Patel is miserly as ever. So I think the bowling lineup was always there, and now it is perfectly stacked. And what removing Andrik Nokia or someone like uh, someone other from the team has done is that it has opened up one overseas slot, and that has gone to
Yep,
Jake Fraser McCook, and that has given them impetus up at the top of the batting order, which they were lacking because earlier with Mitchell
exactly.
Marsh and David Warner opening, it was too heavily stacked up top. These two get out, and there was just nothing in the middle with Pant just coming back. Now Pant is back in his form, wicket keeping well, batting well, and Prithvi included. The batters are starting to fire. Shea Hope can play that holding role if wickets
Yep.
fall away. So I think this is the combination for them to go forward with, and I'm hoping that they'll do a lot better than they have till now and just keep on improving because they look like a good lineup now.
Okay, they look like a good lineup, says Kushank. But these two games, they face Sunrise Hyderabad today, and they face the Gujarat Titans in the next game. A little bit of gap they have in between, but two back-to-back home games. Do you see 4 points under their grasp or minimum of two?
I this game, the game today, this is the big one for them. If they get flustered by this SRH batting lineup, if they come out all guns blazing and end up scoring let's say 220, 220 plus, and then they don't take confidence from this game, lose heavily, then the next game can become even harder for them. Even though they have convincingly defeated Gujarat Titans in the last game, very very important game. The bowling is one of the better ones in this competition for Delhi, and they did hope that this bowling lineup comes to the party today and restricts SRH's brilliant batting lineup. If they can do that, huge amount of confidence to be gained from this game, and that can be carried forward for a few wins in a row, and that could take them up higher up the table. So this is a very very crucial game for Delhi.
Very much, very much. Fingers crossed for DC fans. Let's hope they can first take the 2 points from today's game and then move forward to the next game, one game at a time, as we all say that. Going to their opponents, which is the Sunrise Hyderabad, this SRH breaking their own record. We all saw that the previous game against the RCB, powerhouse batting unit, and the bowling unit. I think it's still a bit concerning, to be very honest, because the last game 280 was scored, and probably the RCB got something around 260, not to take away the blistering knock of Dinesh Karthik, but still the bowling is not clicking. Similarly, Mumbai Indians also gave a good fight against them. They lost in the last over, its penultimate over, but still, I think SRH bowling is a little bit of concern.
When your batting's getting 250 plus in every game, the bowlers have eased out. It is good times for them, I must say. But even in parts, some of the bowlers have impressed a lot. I mean, Pat Cummins, you look at his bowling figures, according to the situation, he's been absolutely brilliant. He's led the team brilliantly. And the approach has been pretty clear from game one onwards. I mean, Travis Head was not playing the first game, but he came in from second or third game onwards, and the approach has been very clear. You go hard, you go for it straight away. And Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head at the top is a scary, scary prospect for any bowling lineup. And then you have the depth of Aiden Markram and Heinrich Klaassen and many others to come. I mean, any bowling lineup coming up on their day know that they can destroy us to a huge
Yep.
extent. So the bowling does ease out a little bit with that, but having said that, it does not mean that they, consistently give up a lot of runs because the few games that they have lost as well, the one game that they lost against KKR, they ended up conceding too many to Andre Russell in the end, and
Yep.
that cost them the game. So you cannot rely heavily on getting 200 plus in every game. Pat Cummins
Exactly.
has been a shining light. Bhuvi has been just about
Okay.
par, not at his best. Yes, I mean he can do a lot better, but in the kind of experience he has, I think he'll come out trumps eventually. So a bit of a concern in the bowling lineup, but I think it'll only improve with Pat Cummins, the leader that he is. We've seen it in the past year or so. I think he'll just guide this bowling lineup ahead, and keep getting the results. That is what I feel with this team.
Okay, so you are saying that they will get going. The batting is clicking. The bowling led by Pat Cummins will be key. But when you look into the fixtures, you should take your eyes away from this one, Kushank. But because after DC is once again RCB at Hyderabad. So what about SRH? Can they get 4 points from this one?
I'm sure they're getting two at least. Not sure about four, but I mean, the less said, the better about that RCB game. I mean, it's a bad memory, and I like to erase that from my memory for sure. But what a scary team! God damn it! I mean, I was sitting there watching the game helpless. I'm like, what the hell is even going on here? And it just did not stop. Even though we got 262 runs, it just seemed like a one-sided contest. But I mean, it's just a brilliant.
So if you're saying you got 262, that's a good takeaway to be taken, to be honest, because the intent Faf and Kohli showed in the power play, if they show it every
I
single game, that's a
I'll
good
take
thing.
2 points over winning over hearts, lungs, kidneys. We won all of that in the past 10 years. Just give us a few points now. I'm really really looking forward to that. I don't really care. We lost the game in the end. The bowlers are absolute nonsense till now. But yeah, I mean, less said the better about RCB. Let them just be at this point. I mean, this season is done for us. So let that be. Focusing on the game we have at hand today. I just have a sneaky feeling Delhi will give a really, really good fight, given that their bowling
Okay.
is high on confidence. I am expecting, as I said, a close fight, but SRH is just too good a team on paper to say that they're going to lose a game. But we'll see a good
Okay.
contest. I'm still backing SRH to win.
Okay, so we'll see that in the predictions time, but it's two cracking games for SRH. They can fancy themselves 2 or maybe 4 points out of these two games. We're done with the key learnings from the previous game. It's time we move on to the top three players to watch out for. Here as the six players I have for you, Kushan. For the Delhi Capitals is Rishabh Pant, Akshar Patel, and Tristan Stubbs. For the SRH boys, it's Abhishek Sharma, Henrik Klaasen, and T. Natarajan, who has been brilliant at the death. Any changes you want to make out of these six players? If not, please let us know these six players and explain them.
Yep, I mean, more or so with Delhi, I'm just quite amazed by and excited by the talent of Jake Fraser because I keep bringing up that name, but I mean, it's an exciting prospect at the top of the order. I'm still hoping he opens the batting, no matter if David Warner comes back or not.
Okay.
That is his spot. Just let him go into the power play and stir things up because he's given us a glimpse of what he can do, and I'm hoping for a couple of big innings for Delhi's sake because if they need to get a few points, the games are tough. They'll need to have the batting line of fire, and especially the big guns in Prithvi Shaw, Jake Fraser-McGurk, and Rishabh Pant, who has really come back to form. We've seen the best of him in the recent few innings. Those reverse laps and all those bizarre shots that he plays. Tristan Stubbs had that one good innings against MI. Hasn't really done a lot other than that. I mean, he got a couple of wickets in the last game, but that was quite again a very weird way of getting wickets. The one stumping and all of that, but that was just a lucky kind of a thing in my opinion. His main role is with the bat, so I still feel that distance of bats a bit lower than he should. Including guys like
Okay.
Sumit and all of those, I don't quite get that, in my
Is
opinion.
number five the right position for Stubbs?
Yep, I'd go Shea Hope 3. I'd go Pant 4 and Stubbs 5. Very, very good batting lineup that would be. And with
Yeah,
SRH,
even I think so because I don't think so. Abhishek Forest's ideal position is three. He should bat at six.
yeah, I mean, that is also if at all in a chase you need him. I mean, batting him at 3 does not make a lot of sense if you're batting first. He's not a first 11 player for sure.
Exactly.
And as I've said with Rajasthan before, it's not players to watch out for, it's a team to watch out for. And similar with SRH, every player is absolutely brilliant. You just can't point out 3 or 4 here. It has been a team
Exactly.
effort throughout. It's just that if the bowlers get even better than they are right now with Bhuvi and Natarajan and the spinners
Then it's a
Markanday and all of
champion
them,
side.
it is an absolutely brilliant set. The batting is stacked. I mean, you will have a couple of off games. That is obvious. A batter can have a few off days, but it has clicked till now, and I think this is again one of those teams to beat. RR, KKR, and SRH. I mean, you just can't find any weaknesses in these teams, and quite a scary team to come up against.
Okay, so we are done with the three players to watch out for. You have summed it up pretty well. It's time. Let us go on to the battles out here. Here are the three battles I have for you, and I'm excited very much to see Ishan Sharma versus Travis Head. Ishan bowls brilliantly around the wicket to the left-handers. You have a Kuldeep Yadav versus Henrik Klaasen, and a Pat Cummins versus Rishabh Pant. Three battles I have for you. Which one are you looking forward to most out here, Gushank?
My battle to watch out is Klaasen versus Kuldeep.
Okay,
Kuldeep is absolute wizard, and Heinrich Klaasen is just absolutely brilliant against spin. Those hits off the back foot that he gets, I mean, he's absolutely brilliant. Takes length very, very easily, and Kuldeep is he's as good as he gets. So I think that would be a defining one because even if the openers uh, give you a good start or not give you a good start, it does come a lot down to how you play the middle overs and end the innings. And Klaasen has been brilliant this season doing that for SRH. And Kuldeep is one bowler who's again come back to form in the last game, and he'll be the X factor for Delhi as he's always been. So That is the
Okay.
one big battle I'm looking out for.
Okay, but I want to ask you one question. Who is a better player of spin? Is it Henrik Klaasen or Shivam Dube or both?
I'd say Henrik Klassen has done it at the international level just simply because of that. Shivam Dube has
Okay.
done it in IPL, yes, great. He's been good. He deserves a chance in the Indian team, according to me, as well. But Klassen has done it at the biggest of stages. He's done it more consistently as well.
Okay.
Do it at the World Cup, to do it in South Africa, a couple of brilliant innings that he's gotten. He's carried that into the IPL as well. I think he, without a doubt in my mind, is the better player.
Okay, that's fair enough. Thank you so much for that, Kushan. The three battles are done. It's time to move on to the predicted playing 11. Starting with the Delhi Capitals, the home side, and their predicted playing 11. Hopefully, David Warner is back for them. I think he's going to open if he's back. Jake Fraser-Maguire at 3, Rishabh Pant at 4, Shea up at 5, Stubbs at 6, and the bowling units remains the same. Any changes for you?
I would again say you don't break something that is not. You don't fix something that is not broken. It's worked for Delhi. I think let Fraser McGurk open, have
Okay,
Shehop at 3, Pant at 4, Stubbs at 5, and then you can play Purell as a finisher maybe at number 6. That is a possibility. I don't think if he, even if David Warner is half fit, you should risk playing him in, and even if he's fit, I would not include him because it has worked well with Jake Fraser McGurk. You don't need to make changes unnecessarily. I'd like to have
fair enough.
Pope at 3 and Jake Fraser McGurk open.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We can see that if David Warner doesn't play, and if we see Jake Fraser-Maguire get as the opening, then Shea up at 3, like you said, Pant at 4, Stubbs at 5, Abhishek Purel at 6, and then the Indian bowling attack. If we are batting first, we might fancy ourselves to have an overseas bowler as well. Potentially Henrik Nokia or Jai Richardson as the impact player. That might be interesting as well. We might see that what happens. Extra bowling unit, but fair enough. No changes for Delhi as per you. But going to the Sunrisers unit once again, no changes for you as well. This one.
No, absolutely no changes. When you come off a game where you scored 287 or something, you don't change anything with that batting lineup for sure. And the bowling lineup, as I said, it will only get better. Cummins is just a brilliant leader,
Yeah.
and Bhuvi will use his experience well enough. Natarajan is just slowly but steadily getting into the tournament. Bowling Yokers is anywhere difficult art, and that is what he specializes in. So I think it is more or less the same bowling lineup, and overall the team will remain the same, and again still be one of the toughest teams to beat in this tournament.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. One of the toughest teams to beat in this season, and we will see how much SRH's powerhouse comes in at the Arun Jaitly Stadium. We're done with the predicted playing 11, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to watch the winner's prediction now. Match number 35, Kushang. It's the Delhi Capitals versus SRH at the Arun Jaitly Stadium. The first game Arun Jaitly Stadium is hosting this season. What's your take in this one? Neck and neck. But where are you heading towards? Orange side or the blue side?
Just because of the sheer power this team has and the fact that they are high on confidence, higher on the table, I am leaning towards Orange Army, but it'll be a very, very
Okay.
close game. Even though on paper Sunrisers looks like a much superior team, just being at home and the bowling lineup firing, Delhi Capitals will give a fight. But I just marginally see Sunrisers getting over the line.
Okay, marginally he says Sunrise is getting over the line. From the beginning of the show, he has been saying expecting a cracking of a contest, expecting Delhi to give a great fight. Let's hope we sit back and enjoy a cracking of a contest at the Arun Jaitly Stadium. It's going to be a belter of a weekend. High scoring is expected, and if Sunrise bat first, I don't know how much high scoring it is going to be, but we'll see what happens. Thank you so much, Kushan. Thank you to all the viewers who have watched this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Till then, thank you so much, and bye bye.